Hello. As usual. Hopefully this is working. One day I'll work out how to do it. Like, find a way of making sure that it's actually working before I start. But that is not going to be right now. So I'm back with Stationeers, obviously. I welded up a lot of the... Yeah, new base. Let's just call it new base. Oh, bugger. What timing is that? Come on, let me on the floor. Oh yeah, so I did a lot of welding while in between. Did I do anything else? I think I did a couple of little, like, bits, but nothing major. Okay, they're all on. Awesome. Just checking that the system is still working, and it is. I think I put these chutes in. This is also quite loud, this music. I put a water bottle filler in up there, just in case. I think I put a power thing somewhere over here. I haven't put any batteries in yet. Have I got batteries for it? Apparently not. Oh well. Didn't do anything else? I don't think I did anything else. Nope, don't think I did anything else. I just can't think of anything off the top of my head. Oh. So my plan for today is to try and build this new greenhouse. So, in terms of what's going to happen, what I need to do, I need to physically build the roof of this. It's probably just going to be as wide as this for now, and I'm probably just going to finish it here. And just go along the front here, something like that. Don't know. It'll be made out of glass, because that'll be useful. I probably want to build another airlock this. Yeah, I'm going to build that. No, I'm not going to know that for now. I will build another airlock over here. So in terms of everything else, I've got my atmosphere, my water, and my waste pipe already piped up here. I'm going to use the water as the temperature controller. Basically, I'm just going to put radiators all the way up and down the... whatever they're called. I'm not doing well with words today. The hydroponic trays. I'm just going to put a bunch of radiators in between all of those. So that should allow the water temperature to be controlled. Sorry, that should be the room temperature, should be approximately equal with the water temperature. Downstairs in the basement, I will put some air conditioning units in to physically pull the temperature out of this guy. I'll probably do them with some amount of gradient, like one at 22, one at 24, one at 26. Something like that. Yeah, the other thing I tend to do is I tend to keep a very small sort of amount of air moving in constantly. So rather than just pressurizing it to 100, technically carry on adding a very small amount just to keep the atmosphere changing through. Yeah. Okay, I'm listening to happy birthday songs. Yeah, so I would probably have a little volume pump, which will just pump in like 5 litres or whatever it is a second, minute. I don't know what the units are for that off the top of my head. Plus I'll use something else to then pull out air when it gets to a certain level, and I just jump. I don't mean to. So first things first, I'm going to try and find my way back to the other base. That's the one. Jetpack. Because there's one other thing I want to do. I want to add in a heat exchanger. Oh, that's not what I wanted to be. To actually land. What's food doing? Let's just go inside and deal with that quickly. Hopefully the storm will have passed by then. I can actually move again. Oh, there it goes. Right as I enter here, it disappears, whatever. How are we doing? Thriving, thriving. You've got your potatoes back, you've got your seeds ready to go. Once this place cools down a bit, I will move on. It's obviously just Christmas night on Epidemic, isn't it? I mean, we're only like 5 days from Christmas, so I guess it's fair. Right, there we go. Come on. There you go. Okay. First of all, then, make my heat exchanger. I then want some atmospherics. I probably want 3 of you. So once that thing's done, I can build those 3. So in terms of what I'm going to use on the other side of the atmospherics, I'm going to probably use the X canister I've got. For no other particular reason than it's giving me something to use it for, basically. I've collected it, so sod it, I'm going to use it. Can I, like, repair these? No. Oh yeah, that was the fun I had. I may have damaged my suit while I was doing something. I can't remember how I did it. I think I built something while I was in it by accident, very slightly. And it didn't particularly take well to that. It was something stupid like that. Let's run back to the base. I've got massive amounts of thrust going. Let's go back to normal amounts so I don't go crash straight into a wall, kill myself. Also, we have full station batteries. Apart from this one, it's already started draining a little bit. Perfect. That's what I wanted to see. So these atmospherics will go up here, I guess. Just need to put down a frame. Build these on. Air conditioner. Which one was which again? Waste, output, input. Okay. I just thought I can't directly use water in these, can I? We'll have to put a heat exchanger in, won't I? So this heat exchanger, though, what I wanted it for, was I wanted to put it between these two. The reason I wanted to do that was to try and keep the water temperature and the air temperature similar, and it'll allow me to also somewhat control the temperature of everything in here. So I know I've got the heaters on to stop it getting too cold. I've got nothing to stop it getting too hot, whereas I figured this would work. So I'm just going to quickly hook these up. Because this should start to cool down instantly, and those things should pop on, which is correct, because the water in here is freaking cold, and that should start to warm up. Perfect. That is what I wanted to see. Right. These then. I'm going to power them off the main circuit. So it's just going to come straight off this guy. Actually, alright. Let's go across here. The pipes can always go upwards. Power to those. I need to go get another heat exchanger, don't I? Should I get a couple of heat exchangers just to make sure it's nice and quick? I guess the other choice I've got is what gas am I going to use? Am I going to use the X? Hello, Dark Trigger. That's how you say your name. I wouldn't classify myself a pro at this game. It isn't the easiest game to pick up in the world. The biggest problem is the initial survival steps. So it's how to make a greenhouse to grow food. It's how to get drinking water. It's those bits that are kind of like there's quite an intense start to the game as you try and get like the initial stuff done. After that, it becomes a much more chill game. It is a really good game though, so I do recommend picking it up. It is good fun, but it is a hard survival game. So yeah, I think that's probably where I'd stand on it. Enjoy it though, because it is fun. Yeah, hope that helps. So the main controls are just WSAD for moving. The only thing that's really a bit weird is if you hold Alt, you can actually get your mouse. And from there, you just kind of move stuff around in the menus. As you can see, I've got an awful lot of menus open, and so that makes it quite simple to use. Just be careful about like the tools you're using, because different tools have very specific uses, and it constantly changes what you're doing. But yeah, other than that, you've just got sort of J for jetpack. Everything else you can just control through mouse, really. Yeah, that's pretty much it. There are other controls, like mouse wheel or scroll around, and then you can jump stuff in and out of your hands. Personally, I don't use it. I find once you've got too many menus open, you spend more time scrolling than it would just to move your mouse around, basically. So yeah, that's kind of where I end up with that. What am I doing? Heat exchangers. That's what I'm doing. I want 2 of them, let's see. No problem. I hope you enjoy the game if you pick it up. Right. So, I guess I'm going to use the X tank for transferring heat around then, I guess. I guess I need to put a little bit of X in one system and just slot it off. Wait, that's the way I wanted. Just put 2 of you down over here. Just then hook up my clips. Wow, that's really killing off. Oh, these things. So these are power transmitters. Well, that's a power receiver. The power transmitters are over here. Effectively, the way I've got my power source set up for this base is when a storm arrives, it generates a huge amount of power through the wind turbines, and that is then wirelessly transmitted back to the main base. That's what all of these weapon-looking things are for, because that's just the number of them I need to actually transfer all the power that can be generated. I've never actually tried this setup before. Currently it's working. Cool. Currently it's working, but I haven't got most of the base set up yet. So it'll be interesting to see what happens when it actually is running. Okay. Looking up the X, I need black. Right, how am I going to do this? So the inputs and the outputs need to be linked. It's relatively easy to do. Just make something like this. After that, I guess I go this way. Yeah. Too much, not enough space. Made this thing too small, is all. I always think I make these things huge, and I always end up making them far too small. Thank you for the follow, Duck. Okay. I guess that bit done. Next I want to go up again. Hook up the input to it. There's that done. So I think at this point I've got two options. I could use the NOS as one of the other gases. I think I'd rather keep that alone for now. Yeah, I'm going to carry on using the X for this. So these ones will have to come out to the front, I guess. Yeah, it's going to get in the way of that, isn't it? Actually, better idea. Let's go upwards with these. And that's going to collide as well, isn't it? Damn it! I can't put one further that way because the tank's there. Ah. Right. Okay, so I guess you're moving. And I'm going around the front, aren't I? Wow, this has ended up being a horrendously complicated little system. Okay. The last thing I want then is I need a way to merge these two together so I can get the X between them. So I'm going to have to put a valve in between these. I need to go back to base and get one. Because I need to fill both systems, but I don't want them actually, like, interacting with each other. Because then I'd just be cooling the place I'm putting all the hot air that I'm taking out. So that wouldn't really work. Where are... There they are. That's what I wanted. I wonder what my other one is. I have two of these somewhere. I need to do some watering. Get some water in a moment. Okay. Then I go. Here, Baba. Come here. Okay. That gets the X into the system. I then open you up. Right. Cool. What am I thinking? I know the answer to that's not a lot. What are you doing? No, 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 come here. That's up to 13. It's down to 14. That is warming up. That's what I wanted. You are also warming up, which is what I wanted. Good. So that means I can take the heat away from the greenhouse through the water. The heat gets exchanged into this X pipe, which then gets cooled down via the air conditioning units into this pipe, and this pipe I need to now cool off, so it doesn't just get hot unlimited with unlimited amounts of energy. So somewhere I needed a radiator array, basically. I could try using those new radiators, can't I? I've never actually tried them yet. Get some water while I'm out back here as well. Yeah. Stuck. Stuck. There we go. Ooh, we have tomatoes. Need to wait though for it to actually give me more seeds though. Feels nice of them to change that around. Nice and warm again. Let's put... Oh, I need to take you outside. Yep, yep, yep. Come on. This will then go whoosh. Blah, blah, blah. Not close enough to 0. It's not going to get to 0 because there's atmosphere on Mars. Let's go backwards through here so that I don't kill myself with this thing. Come on. Move. That'll do. Okay. Wait for this to cool down again. I'm glad when I don't have to do this every time I walk in again. Right. So basically I'm going to try and use these. Never tried them before. No idea how they work. How well they work. It's just called heat exchanger medium or something? Medium radiator. Yeah, so I've literally never used one of these before. I never actually built this thing. Yeah. I forgot to build it. Whoopsie. So... I'm going to take it apart now. Grinder. I guess it's a drill to take it up. No, wrench. Okay. Let's grab a few more of those and let's see how they... If I just, like, plonk the X through those temporarily, let's just see how they work. Medium radiators. Medium radiator. Yeah, let's go with 3. I have no idea how efficiently these things work, so this would be interesting. How long they take to make. Yeah, not too bad. Still got plenty of coal in the generator. Still got plenty of water in the system. Plenty of oxygen. Ah, too much stuff around. Still got some thingies, still got plenty of nitrogen. Just take that one there. go see what these things are like then. So, since I'm just testing these, I'm not going to put these in permanently. I'm just going to dump them on the floor in that room for now. And let's just see how well they actually radiate heat. Because I don't know whether... I assume it's a two-way thing, as temperature heats up. Like, one of these will heat up. Well, as the external temperature heats up, both will heat up, basically. Okay, so you need to be on the ground. Let's just dump you like 1, 2, 3. Ooh, hold on. Lots of ports on one of these. What do I need to put on one of these? Oh no. It's just the way the model looks, but it's not built. Okay. Okay. Black pipe. Read the size of them. Yeah, they are just like 2 blocks, one not quite centered. How weird. Oh, let's turn you into one of those. Oh. Can't do that. Well, this room's getting to be quite the mess. I will definitely come back. This isn't going to be one of these temporary permanent solutions. This is actually a temporary solution. There's no way in hell I'm leaving this thing like this. This is the correct side to hook up these two. Okay. Run out of pipes then. So, what does this thing do then? So it's slowly warming up. What temperature have we got? 5 degrees C. Is the sun up? It is. Okay. You're still mildly different, which is where I want you to be. Perfect. Okay. Those things are definitely a two-way system. And I guess they're just more powerful versions of... Wow, I'm really chewing through my power doing this. They're just better versions of the small single-pipe radiators, I guess. Just don't know how much better, because there's no information on them. Okay. So, somewhere I'm going to need to find somewhere to put those, but I'll have to work out how many of them I need as well. I guess I could put them, like, on here. I dug away... up here. This. Might give me a little spot to put a couple of them. Okay. Probably do it like that. Let's just check this actually works first. Okay. So the next thing build my second airlock. So I need some stuff for an airlock. Grab airlock stuff. I don't think I've got anything built at the moment, apart from sensors. And I'll do my usual thing of including the power and water in one of these just in case. So, I need console, advanced airlock. Oops. Does help you actually let things finish charging. Battery small charger, a big wireless cell, nuclear battery. Okay. Then I need active vents. 2 of those. The battery's almost done. Switch out from the charged ones. Pair of active vents. I need a water bottle filler. Pair of water bottles. Switches out full ones. Doors. I need 2 of them. I don't need 500 of them. Anything else I need? Nope, that should be everything. I've got walls to make a enclosure for it. Yeah, that should be everything. Okay. I'll make this entirely symmetrical. And at some point I'll probably try and make a staircase up to here so I don't have to try and get through the elevator system in a hurry if I needed to. I'll never actually complete this thing. Not fully. I'll have to do it at some point. Well, I'll have to do it pretty soon, actually. Door 1, door 2. Let's build this one basically exactly the same way I did the other one. Oh, I forgot an area power control. Oops. I need you. You. Why is my torch off? Look at the console. Console, there you are. Air control. No, that's not. Right. We've got the air power control, another nuclear battery, and actually getting the advanced airlock rather than the normal air controller. Yeah. Didn't mean to build one of those. Advanced airlock. Power cell. Go in there. Need you. Power control, that's the one I want. bar. Jump around like a mad person while I wait. Hold on, I know what I'm going to do while I wait. No, 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 I don't want one of those. I'm going to go drink something. Grab more food. So I should have seeds now. Nope, no seeds yet. Meh. Want seeds. Come on, seeds. Let's call the room down again. The umpteenth time. Hopefully this will be one of the last ones I ever do. Four, 23. I've got everything. Nope, nope. I got too many things. I need to get rid of my bits of food. Okay. Hopefully I've got everything this time. Hopefully. The sun's about to go down. How did I do this in this one? I went with this. Okay. Power cell. I kept my tomato on me. I didn't need to do that. Power cell thingy. Water bottle. Kit sensors. Just go like that. I'm going to put a light up in here. There we go. Right. Took some power up. Right. That's everything wired up. You in. Put our sheet on top of you. Build the doors. Crowbar. Crowbar. Okay. Outdoor. Out vent. done that the wrong way around. I think. Yep, that's definitely the outside, that's definitely the inside. Okay. Data disk in new, turn you on. External can be 2, internal's 100. Exterior, interior sensor. Right. Turn that off to save power. There we go. Now I need to get you guys over there. Whoa. Try not to fall off the top of my death trap. So. Let's put windows down for now. No nice way of doing these other than just a freaking box. Well, I remember what I was going to go have a look at. Well, once I finish placing windows, I'm going to have a look at. Which is a way of making these things look a little bit more interesting. In fact, there probably is, yeah. I've never really mastered the art of making these block things look really good. Yeah, lady, I know my pen was low. Right. Before I go any further, let's go down here. Have a look. Are these things doing what I'm expecting them to? So minus 75 outside. Perfect. It is cooling things down. That is exactly what I wanted you to do. Guess you're heating up still. We're up to 19.7, so that's a good start. Cool. Up we go. Okay. So, what I'm going to do is rearrange these a little bit. What I want to do is go straight up here. Huh. Let's leave that alone for a minute. Okay. Now I just want to neatly tie these guys back in. Well, semi-neatly tie these guys back in, I should say. Oh, I didn't actually answer, sorry. I got too involved in making stuff. So this space is going to be a bigger greenhouse. Probably a bit too big for what I'm actually going to use it for right now. But yeah, the sun rises in the... is that east? Yeah, that's east. Goes all the way overhead, down in the west. So I will get sun for the maximum amount of time in the day. It's kind of why I'm building here entirely. So what I'm doing right now is making a pair of airlocks to allow me to get in and out of this space without wrecking the atmosphere. Yeah. So I had built one, and I'm now rearranging it slightly, because I thought of a better way of doing it. Basically. Yeah, it's vastly oversized. My eventual plan is to effectively automate the food system. And in that case, I'm probably going to need an even bigger space than this to do that in. But this is just a good size to start with. The size I've got of the other base is probably a good starting size. So 6 internal blocks. But this is a bit more of a challenging size to actually finally build with, so should be fun. Right. It's got water back to there. Okay, okay, lady. I'll deal with my power problem. Let's dump you here. Sun's up. It's coming up. Right. I'll deal with the power problem. Oh, shit. 6% power. Yeah, maybe I should switch that battery out so it stops complaining at me. There you go. Right. Back to what I was doing, which was putting down pipes. Okay, let's leave that one there right this second. Waste one. So at this point I go, probably would have been a smart idea to switch these two active vents over. Make them the other way around. Let's do that. No, actually, that's right. That's the out vent. Ignore me. Too low with you. No, place. Thank you. Can't do that. There's a door there. That one? Oh, right, it didn't. It just went out by one. Fair enough. Okay. there's both of those hooked up. What I'm going to do quickly is I'm actually going to take out these windows again, put in solid walls in, because, I mean, let's face it, I've got pipes running across them, there's not much sunlight getting through them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's put a central band down the middle. Come on, turn around. Why is the roof always at the top? Okay. Let's place these down. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That was a bit more of a jump than I was expecting. Right. I've got enough plastic to finish this. I could do. So I will at some point go and put a second layer of windows down on the other side, in case I accidentally destroy one of them, and then it gives me a little bit of buffer to make sure that I don't fully vent the entire space. But right now that's not a huge priority. My biggest priority is actually getting this thing operational and somewhat pressurized. Right. Just didn't do that one. Okay. Let's also build the airlocks. Come on. Right, airlock's built. I need to get power over to this one. I should probably put that aero power control on the other side. Let's do that quickly. Interesting. We'll go anywhere. Nope, it's not what I meant to do. And that is a good example of why I put 2 sets of walls on these things. Because that would have been really bad if I had this place pressurized. Okay, right. I am thinking I am going to take you out. It's definitely going to cause me a problem at some point because I've just removed my floor and I can't bother to go and replace it. I'll get water while I'm out here. So I'm going back for a station battery because I always put these things on little mini power grids to try and make sure they act. Partly for control of stuff, just not having too many things on a single network. Battery. One of them. Okay. Water. Hopefully. I am indeed on Mars. It's been a while since I played it, and they've done quite a lot of updates, so I felt like just doing a simple playthrough. Mars is a good place to start, by the way. Solar is really easy to come by in terms of power. You've got an atmosphere which has everything you need in it. So it's relatively easy one to start with. Okay, have I got seeds? I have seeds. Perfect. Oh, I only have one seed. Tomato soup. Cooked tomato. So I can cook this tomato to... There, no. Preserve it for longer. Yep, nope. That's not what I wanted to do. Throw you in there. I can then collect 1, 2, 3 of you. Let's slowly cook you lot. Cool. So I'm trying to do everything via wind turbines in this one, just as a bit of a different challenge. I would normally use solar panels, and I recommend if you haven't started before, pick solar panels. One second, I will build one and just show you it. Come on. Let's throw you in there. Let's get rid of water. Get rid of you. Solar panel. That's fine, don't worry about it. Yeah. If you want to ask away. I'll happily answer if I can. I've not actually built any solar panels yet in this map, so this is the first one I built. You can go in there. Right. So a solar panel. Let's find somewhere to actually put it. Up here. Space up here. There it is. There. Come on, stop. There we go. There it comes to. It comes in. So this is kind of the better one. Effectively, you build it, you place it, you put a glass panel onto it, and that's your solar panel. So, as a basic thing, you need to kind of adjust how it angles to get the most power out of it. So you can do that just manually by just clicking, as I am doing right now, and it'll just move around. A more advanced version, if you go to hopefully this will just work. Yeah, it does. Cool. That isn't where I wanted you. Effectively, this website gives you a really good way of how to, like, very basically automate them. There's various levels of automation to them, but effectively this is the best way to get out like the most power out of one of them is just simply follow one of these guides. Turn that back off. Yep, using logic. It's a pretty basic logic circuit as they go. I think it's just two maths units, 2 readers and 2 writers, which are pretty easy to make. And it's just a case of make sure you follow the instructions quite precisely, because like the orientation of the solar sensor and the direction of the ports and things like that actually matter. So one side is power out, one side is data in. So yeah, you just have to be quite careful about how you follow it. But yeah, that is the simplest way to get power, is just plonk one down, adjust it manually to begin with, and then when you get a bit more confidence, look at doing the logic circuit. I didn't close my fridge. And that will get you a good power source. What I've done is I've used a coal generator. You'll start with one of these. The problem is you have to collect coal. Now I've got mods on, which means that I collect a lot more coal than normal, because I'm lazy. So it's not such a bother for me in this particular playthrough. But if you haven't got that mod on, it's quite a pain in the ass to collect enough coal. So it's a good way to have a bit of a backup. And I recommend having one in your system, just as a pure backup part. But, yeah. And then, of course, what I've done here is a wind, which, like I said, I've never done before. And basically I did because I felt it would be a bit of an interesting challenge, because it's not something I've done. Okay. Station battery, go. Okay. I need to put power into you. Let's go from here. Yeah. One of the things about this game is there are lots of... It can, in its simplest form, you can play it quite simply. But there are a lot of, like say, more advanced things you can do, like getting involved in the MIPS programming language. But unless you actually know programming, tread carefully, basically. It is not the easiest thing in the world to use. Right, I need more power cables. Blah, blah. I almost missed my base. Come here, come back. Go. Power. Not all of them make them explode, Bear. What? Do you play games on something else dark at the moment, then? That's not where I wanted to go. Okay. What colour should I paint these? Let's go purple. I don't normally do purple cables. Ah. Ah. So what's making you want to convert over to a PC then? Aside from that, PCs are definitely better. Well. That just makes me sound like somebody from the PC Master Race, but let's ignore that. Ah, fair enough. It is a good game to start with. It's a very good choice. Right. That's going to annoy me if I don't change that back to the other colour. There we go. No, I've never heard of Choco Taco. Although I tend to watch a lot of stream, I haven't actually, like, done that many yet. Well, I say done that many, I've been doing it for a few months now. So I kind of watch a set of streamers, and I don't tend... I'm really bad at, like, finding others outside of it. Does he do a lot of Stationeers as well, then? Or she? Good, that's going to go through. Okay. You have power and you're charging, that's good. Choco Taco. Ah, cool. So what do I normally watch on? I tend to watch kind of chill sim games mostly on this, or just chatting stuff, in terms of what I watch on stream. So one of my favourites is a guy called Splitsy. He's somebody I very regularly watch. He was doing Farm Sim yesterday, and he'd never done that one on stream before, so it was quite an entertaining thing as he tried to work out what the hell he was doing. What am I doing? Right, so there's power to that. Now I want to get some atmosphere in here. So I guess first things first, I should actually build my windows. I'm going to leave... As the sun's up, this will help. It's quite a... I can imagine in that sense, his chat will probably really help him. Because I'm sure some of them have probably played it, because somebody's always played it in chat. But yeah, as I said, it's... The very start of the game is a really steep learning curve, because of trying to get so many bits online quite quickly. After that, it becomes a lot more chilled. And it's basically, it's as far as you want to take it. Oh yeah, there's plenty of ways to explode. Most of them more funny than the last as well. What am I doing? Right. So I want to do something. So I want atmosphere in and atmosphere out. What am I doing? Seed. That's what I wanted. 1, 2, 3. Power. Tomatoes can come out with me. Let's see if you don't destroy my... Ah! Really? Don't worry about it, Duck. 1 empty can, 5 cooked tomatoes. That's what was in it. Damn it. I feel cursed with that. I might just have to make the proper machine in a minute. Well, hopefully the game won't destroy my tomato plants this time either. Really annoying it did that last time. Also, I didn't drink. Food, I need some food. Yeah. Ow. Apologies. I'll remember that for next time. So, getting air in and out of my greenhouse. I'm quite good at not blowing up by now. As much as I know how to blow up, it also means I know how not to blow up. Okay. Have I got any passive vents anywhere in here? Yes, I have quite a lot of passive vents. I have some active vents. I have some circuit bits. I need a volume pump. Have I got any volume pumps anywhere? Nope. Volume pump. Don't want more than one of them. Which one did I have open? That one. Yeah. Okay. So what I'm going to do... This is where I wish I didn't put all the panels on so I could see what the hell I was going to do. So I need atmosphere. Alright. Can I place these on the other side easily? No, it's not going to let me. Okay. Active vent. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Come here. Active vent. The active vent gets hooked up to the waste. Also, computer, why are you winding your fans up? You're probably not that hot. Right. I can go like that. Not the neatest thing in the world, but, well, may have to come back and tidy it up later. Okay. Purple cable, there it is. That's better, computer. I knew you weren't that hot. Right. The last thing I need is to get rid of my X, and I'll also put a NOS thing in there too. So I am going to do it the cheaty way, because I'm lazy. And it's genuinely the most effective way. Because I am going to use a portable scrubber. Because for unknown reasons, that is genuinely the best way of doing it. Portable scrubber. Solder. Wow, it's been a while since I've had to go and make something. Solder's what? Lead and iron. Where's an iron? Oh, there's plenty of lead. That's some iron. Let's make 400. Let's get 200 of each of these. Can I find lead? Somewhere that isn't quite so close to my base. I'm gonna guess no. Because of course I can't. Okay. Just using what I found at my base then. How was it? There it is. Right. Okay. 1, 2. On. Outputs off. Let's put a bit of gas in. What are the conditions for this again? 350 to 550 and above 1. Yeah. Let's see if I actually got this right and just happened to put in just the correct amount of gas. Okay, we're down to the 550. Is it going to stay above 350? What? Before the lead gets out. Oh, I think it might. Yeah, it's going to. Sweet! Solder. Bottle scrubber. Insulated connector. Let's dump all that out into atmosphere. Then I need a nitrous oxide filter. Oxygen, pollutants. Because they're the two I really care about in this situation. I could probably do volatiles as well, but meh. I shouldn't really have a need to do volatiles in this area. I know what else I need. I need a wireless battery cell. Because the only way of actually getting this to work is to use a wireless battery cell. Perfect. I've got in such a habit of going down to the bottom, I keep forgetting that I'm going up at the moment. That wasn't it? Yep. Okay. Portal scrubber. This needs to hook up. Battery. Filter 1. Filter 2. This then needs to hook up to the waste system. That was slightly concerning. Why did that not hook up? No, that's not the one without the hole in it. Oops. Didn't mean to build that one. Okay. So, let's put my piece of glass back in. Let's see if this thing's pressurized. Can I remove all the X? X is going down. Nothing appears to be coming back in. There's no obvious sign of the lines. Suggest that means this might work. The only problem I've got is I've got no way of controlling this right now. Cool. Sorry, is my chair really squeaky as I move around? Okay. Where should I build the logic for this? Let's just build over here. It's going to be completely over the top because I'm going to have to build it out of heavy cable because that's the way I've just set it up. Yeah, sorry about that. I might try and tighten it up / put some lube on it to quieten it down a bit then, next time. Right. So what do I need? I want to do a reader. Actually, no, hang on. I want a batch reader. Logic writer. Logic compare. Oops, that wasn't where I wanted to put that. Yeah, this cable is definitely a bit over the top for this, but whatever. I can't bother to put it on a separate circuit. The last thing I need to do is actually put a gas sensor in so I can read what their pressure is internally. Yay, no X. Why is there X in there? Ooh. How is X got into that system? I have to go and look that up. What am I doing? Gas sensor. That was going across here, isn't it? Plonk you there. I've been up for, well, this stream I'm at 1 hour 30. I'll probably only go for another half an hour. In terms of how long I've been streaming, I think I started a couple of months ago. August. Apparently I started. Approximately. Oh. Okay, right. I want you to be 101. Hang on. Do I know what the 6? Sorry, I'm trying to think about why there might be X in my... pressure. Yeah, I'm trying to work out why there's X in my nice system. And I wonder if I've accidentally sucked in through one of these active vents. I should probably put a filtration system on the back end of that, shouldn't I? Batch reader, memory, greater than, out to the from the compare to the active vent, on, go. I need to go in and turn the make sure the active vent goes the right way. Right. Let's go get some filtration units. And fill up my water while I'm there, because I'm about to run out again. Thank you, Dirk. It's nice to hear when people enjoy what you're doing. What am I doing? Water first. Let's get atmospherics on the go. Right. Food's fine, so that's not an issue. Okay, so unlike the portable scrubber, I'm actually going to put all three of them: the volatiles, the NOS, and the pollutants. So I'll need, hence the 2 atmospherics. Heavy, what nitrous? I can also get rid of my active vents and my passive vents. The shoots can disappear. Computer, what are you doing? I mean, I know you're running in a stream and a game, but still, not normally this bad. Temperature 40 degrees. I guess it is set up to ramp up at that point, so fair enough. It's doing what it's supposed to. Still want one of them. Pollutants. Ah, waiting for these to build. Anything else I need? No, I just need to hook these up to... Yeah. Do. Volatiles. Blah, blah. Yeah. Come on, filter. Yeah, I was wondering when you turned up. I was like, should I actually explain what I'm doing? But if you've never played the game before, what I'm doing is somewhat advanced. So I was slightly hesitant to actually start doing that. If you were watching from the start, I think that I probably would have done that. Let's see. Where the hell am I going to put these things? Wow. Lots of batteries are dead right now. I need a storm to come along. Yeah. Guess I don't need to go down here, technically. I think I'd rather they were. Yeah. Wow, I've got too much stuff down there. Okay, got it. These can just go somewhere for now. These can get added to the list of stuff I need to just sort out later. Okay. Filtration to get rid of stuff from the oxygen supply. Oh. Not intentional. Apparently I accidentally got that correct. Let's go up and over this unit. I feel like I need to mess around with my fan curve on this computer. Okay. Let's go up one to make sure I can get the waste out from underneath. Come on. That's there. Yeah, that's the one I wanted. Okay. Check this is actually the waste and I'm not just messed up. Filtered? Unfiltered. Nope, I messed up. Good thing I checked that. Right. So I am filtering out the bad gases. So these are the ones that just go straight into this guy. And you're the ones. So that's the unfiltered side. Yeah, unfiltered side, because that's everything else that's in the system that I actually want in the system. Right. Minor panic over. And I want some green power cables, because that's the one I've used down here. Because apparently I like changing my power cable colours. Okay. On. So at some point I'll put in some logic to turn these on and off. I can't be bothered right now. Okay, good. The X is being removed from my nice gas network. Guess, actually. I know what I'm going to put in that fourth slot. I'm going to put nitrogen in that fourth slot. Because I don't really need nitrogen in the system. Because I think it is used for growing something. It's the alien mushrooms or something. But I'm a little way off having to deal with that. So right now I think it's just easier to take the nitrogen out of the system. So I'm going to put the fourth. Use up my fourth filtration slot. Nitrogen. Let me filter nitrogen. One. Oh, I've got more tomatoes. That means I can try again for making another tin of soup. I'm seriously not using that basic packaging machine again, though. Lost 2 lots of soup to that. Right. There we go. Yep. Right, that'll get rid of the nitrogen from my nice atmosphere. Now I've got to work out why the hell I have the wrong atmosphere. My guess is I've got one of these the wrong way around. Definitely the out vent, definitely the in vent. It's the only one I've turned, so it must be that one, I guess. Go have a quick check of the console to make sure it's actually set up correctly. Right. Gas sensor. Indoor, outdoor. Ooh, hold on. Why have I only got one vent? What? Definitely hooked up. Not sure what the hell's going on with that. That's weird. So they're intentionally on the same cable network. So I'm using an area power controller to basically act as a bit of a battery backup. Because I've got a lovely nuclear battery in there. And the separation between the purple power network and the internals of the air vent. Sorry, the airlock. So the way you deal with an airlock is you just hook everything up to that same single power network. And then by giving things different names, which is why I keep naming stuff out, in, you can differentiate in the console which one is which. But what's weird is I have this weird active vent that's appeared, and I don't know why. Let's just take this thing apart, put it back together again. Still there. I had a feeling it would be. I'll have to see if that's still there on a restart. Because that's a bit weird. Let's go in. Theory that should depressurize, then pressurize from that one. I should have nice oxygen, carbon dioxide air. There's a tiny bit of X in here. Why is there a tiny bit of X in here? Nope. There is no X in here. Fine. Bit of nitrogen, which is fine. It's from my jetpack, so that's just, it is what it is. Okay. Cool. Now I get to play my fusion game of which way round does this need to go in. Active vents I find so confusing about which way they need to go. So, I'm taking air from space here and putting it into the pipe network. So I believe that is set inwards. Is that way? Yeah, that's the correct way. My line, the atmospheric lines are going the correct way. Perfect. That's what I wanted. Yeah. I don't know what it is about active vents. I just... Red equals suck out the room, blue equals fill the room. Yeah. I think it's... Yeah. I think it's the fact that it's telling you when you hover over it what the other one is that always confuses me. But I will try and remember that. Thank you for the little tip there. Yeah. Right. So now, in theory, I can start pressurizing my room. So all I'm going to do is basically turn on my pump and just let it fill. I can approximately tell what pressure it's at by what's in this pipe. So right now I'm just going to pump lots in. Well, the thing is, it's telling you what the next state is. So it's off, but it's telling you when you click it, it'll turn on. And that's the bit that's a bit... I get why they've done it that way. Wow. Really got that many there. Cool. I thought I was doing well at 365, but... freaking hell. Let's turn that off for a second. Let's let it stabilize. Because that will definitely be reading too high at the moment. Okay, a bit more. Yeah, it is like I said, I get why they've done it like that, but at the same time, it's really confusing. They need like a current state on, next state label, and that would make it a lot more lot easier to understand. The reason I'm sitting here watching this is because I want to turn down the pump in a minute. Alright, let's see where I'm at if I leave it to stabilize for a sec. 60. Oh, that's plenty. Right. So I always leave these pumps running very, very slowly. This is the reason why my air system is set up like this. And the reason I do it is it just allows a constant change of air. And it means I don't have to actually bother, like, pulling out oxygen, because it will eventually build up too much oxygen. That's why the logic system is just set up to turn on when it gets to 101 and just pull a little bit of air out. But yeah, so there are plenty of other ways of doing it. I'd love if the air control console actually worked properly, because that's effectively what I'm doing. But the problem is you have to go in and out of the same pipe, because somehow it's bugged and they've never fixed it in all the patches they've done. Right, I need water again. I probably want food as well this time, don't I? 66% on that, that should be enough. Wrong way, that way. Still haven't got my other set of tomatoes yet. %, food, that's fine. That's my water done. I'll wait for the air temperature to drop a bit further, and I'll go back out. $22, that'll do. Actually, one thing I should probably point out, Dirk. The reason I keep putting the battery back over here is because these are wireless charging batteries, so it's in the beacon, it'll actually gain charge again, so effectively acts like a free recharger. And it means I've got a tracking beacon, so I actually know where my base is, because you don't want to get lost from your base. So normally you'd have to put it, sort of bring it back out and put it into a charger, but because they're wirelessly charging, they're woohoo. And they're simple and easy. I use them virtually everywhere. The only place I don't really use it is the welding tool, because it just chews through power far too quickly. Right, what was I doing? Room pressurize. So I want probably some more insulated pipes. Do I want insulated or do I want non-insulated pipes here? I've got my trays. I probably want normal ones, don't I? I don't want insulated because I want it actually to, because I'm using the water to actually keep temperature in that area. Okay. What am I doing? Yeah, like I said, I love wireless batteries. It's one of the things I always rush towards, because you can kind of forget about your batteries after that. The reason why earlier on I was getting all the warning messages for battery low is because I hadn't put a wireless charger down in the right spot in that base. So, Yeah. The other thing I should point out, Dirk, is I've got this programming chip running, which is what's allowing the system to count and monitor how many items are coming out. That's not a default thing, but it is a really nice little script that's on the Steam Workshop. I can't remember what it's called now. What are you called? Automation, that one. Really nice little script that somebody wrote. Right. So the other thing is, do I put more hydroponic trays down? I had 12. And I've got 5 in here, and I will be taking them up, won't I? Ooh, have I got more tomatoes? Can't see. Yep. Right. Where was those packaging and cooking machines? There's the recycler. Sorters. I'm sure I made one of these. Ah, there they are. I've got nowhere to build these. One sec. Yeah, definitely put a stacker after a machine, because as you said, it stops the 400 cables bouncing around. It just, the nice bit of this is like I can set 100 on that, and it'll only build 100, rather than just continuing to build as many as it can. That's the really nice feature of this little script. But yeah, a stacker after a production machine is a fantastic idea. Right, back to what I was doing. A few frames. Again, I've got a mod on that means it stacks higher. So I've got 250 cable coils, 100 on pipes, I think it is, and various others. My only problem with it is it means you get more starting resources for some reason. Because effectively you end up with, you start with a full stack of most items, and that, so like the iron frames, you start with 150 of them rather than like 20. I can't remember what the default is. It's been a while since I've done it. So that's my only real complaint about it. I don't want you in there. Just do it for you. Right. Power. Yeah, I've only got 2 mods in this. One is the ore mod, which gets me more. Oh, that's a good idea, Bear. Yeah, I've only got 2 mods on, which is the ore mod, which means that I pick up a full stack of 50 every time I drill a node, rather than the 2 or 3 that comes out as default, and the stack mod. Yeah, I kind of didn't know there was an unlimited paint one. I probably should enable it, because paint is such a cheap-ass thing once after they took away all the fancy stuff for it, that it's kind of a bit pointless. So I should probably use the unlimited paint one as well. Right, let's go in and get my tomatoes. Come on. Tomato. Need my cans. Forgot to get my cans. Tomato soup. Hopefully it actually works this time. I actually get a can of tomato soup finally. Yay! Finally! Curse you, machine! Why were you eating my tomatoes? Okay. Cool, I got my 100 of these. So, let's go install some stuff. Yum. What? Cool, we're up to 80. Temperature's good. It's always a good start. Right. I am going to steal Splitsy's ideas of how to actually lay these things out. Well, I've totally not quite done that symmetrically, have I? Oh, that would annoy the hell out of me if I didn't follow that. It's a wrench. Oh, it's weird hearing all the echoes all of a sudden. Spend so long in space and like very little atmospheres in this game that it sounds weird when you get the atmosphere back. So I'm not going to worry too much about putting like an excess amount of pipe in because I'm using the water to keep the room temperature stable. In theory, things should start to warm up now. Yep, I will eventually do Harvey's. That's why I'm using these and why I've forgotten to put the data port bit in. Why do I always forget to do this? Why is it not the default to have the data ports on these things? I do this like every time. I also want to know what the third one in these options are. Because I've never actually... it's never been enabled. Yeah, thank you for the reminder there, Dirk. I would have absolutely forgotten about that. The data port thing. Let me plonk the rest of my pipes in as well. One. The other 5 are in the other greenhouse, so once I take those up, I'll fill that in. I may as well do my cables. Let's make these ones white. I want one of these, don't I? I'm not going to hook any power up to these yet, I'm just laying these in for later. Well, I don't need power for the data, I mean. There we go. Partly just to remind myself they exist. Okay. In theory, I should be able to open my helmet. Should have a lovely atmosphere. A little bit of nitrogen, some CO2, and oxygen. Because the very, very slow feed of air, that should be maintained. We've got plenty of water, which should hopefully be evening out the temperature with internal. That is what it is doing. Cool. I can go get some seeds. And probably the what am I thinking? Something or other. Ooh, do I put grow lights in now? Nah. Don't technically need grow lights because I've got the sunlight.
Oxygen low.
Yeah. Automated suit script was a little bit slow there and made Lady give me a warning. Not very nice of it. Okay. What do I do about these guys? Do I keep them or do I let them go? Yeah. I'll leave them temporarily, because otherwise I'll let them go and I'll mess something up. Should probably actually verify that my new greenhouse can actually grow stuff before I do too much. Yeah, fair. Do you know of a way of getting new eggs? Because I always have bad luck with letting them decay before I can actually, like, use them. I've never seen eggs in trading, though. I don't know whether they've updated it as part of this new update. Because I've, like, searched through loads and loads of traders, but never found eggs. I also really shouldn't put my seeds in the fridge. Oh, okay, so you just have to keep grinding until you find fertilized eggs. Lovely. I am thinking I want lockers, that's what I'm thinking. How expensive are you talking, Bear? Like, lots and lots and lots, I assume.
Waste tank caution.
I can't spell on a normal day. Don't worry about it, Bear. You now have a big space I can actually, like, drink water in. Woohoo! Let's just plonk one of these down. I just wonder why the power connections for these are on the back. It's so annoying. What? 100k? How much stuff would you have to sell to be able to get to 100k? Ow. You weren't joking when you said insanely expensive. Right. Having actually just done that. Dump all my seeds out. I actually want to put this thing on a separate power grid so that it actually, like, if I lose power, I don't have any problems. Right, let's do my usual potato seeds then. Well, that's good. Okay. So I want to go back out.
Oxygen low. Oxygen critical.
Again, a bit too slow, Suit, to close the helmet. Yeah, I was actually looking at what they did for the trading update, and it looks like all they've done is given you a fancier landing pad. It's like modularized, you can make it different shapes. That looks like all they've done. I'm guessing they've done more in the back end than that, though. Right. I want another nuclear battery. Area power controller. Let's lose those guys for now. Fair enough. I can't say the trading system's one I've ever hugely interacted with. I've pretty much only ever wanted it to try and replace, like, eggs and things. Okay. I'm guessing, though, you can probably mostly automate the trading system. Because you can throw stuff into the vending machine. It can be a fridge vending machine. And I guess you then just invite people down and sell stuff. In bulk, basically. No, come back here, Cable. I never said you could go anywhere just yet. Okay. Let's make some purple cables. Normal cables rather than heavy cables. No, it's not going to let me quite place. Well. I'm going to have to remove that locker to be able to get that cable. Yeah, Vulcan and Venus are... I've tried Venus before, but I kept having problems with, like, the game kept randomly creating hotspots, and so my suit would keep getting wrecked every time. And it made the game quite hard work to play, let's say. I don't remember which way around that goes. I know why it's not doing anything. I need to put the aero power controller in. I'm thinking, why are you not turning on? Alright, there we go. Fridge is on. I need to put some lights in here. Cool. These guys aren't dying yet, which is also a good sign. So the last thing I need to do... Uh-oh. Did I just hit emergency override? Nope, don't think so. I've just got Epidemic Sounds on, and it's playing whatever it's playing. I think I've just got Happy selected at the moment. Yeah, I have no doubt there are some harder worlds than the stock ones. What am I doing? I need to go turn the air conditioning system on, so that room actually doesn't boil. Alright, let's put that there. Can I get in? Yes, I can. Good about. Right. Let's just double check those aren't consuming too much power. Air conditioner, 10 watts each. Good. They're just idling, that's fine, I don't mind that. That should keep that room cool via the water system. Ooh, wow. Apparently been quite a while since I've had a storm. Nope. I know what's going on. Nope. It's just not quite working. Fair enough. Yeah, whatever. It's fine. Just blow on it. So there is actually a technique with these. If you vent gases to atmosphere, put one of these things nearby it, because it will actually spin up as the air actually distributes. One way of doing it is like put a vent at the end of a tunnel, and you can kind of create power across it. So it's not quite as insane as you think it is. Okay. I'm going to give up there today. I think. Yeah. Greenhouse is made and is working, although not automated yet. Should hopefully be making me food. I will move all of that stuff over at some point. Once I've confirmed this is actually working. Yeah. I actually don't know if it makes more power. I've never tried. It was just an observation I had because I had the exhaust for the advanced furnace near one of these, and they definitely span up every time I turn the advanced furnace on. Or vented out the advanced furnace, I should say. So I don't know how much power it actually makes. I don't know whether it would offset, like... God. Storm, storm, storm. Right. Yeah. Just for Dirk's interest, not Dark, sorry. When this thing starts to kick up, you'll start to see how much power this thing will actually draw through. So we're currently at 77 kilowatts. Go up to about 98. Yeah, literally right on cue. But yeah, this is literally the most power you can get through a single heavy cable. Which one's not actually turning on? No, it's this one. Okay. I think that one, the battery was a little bit deader on that one, so that's why it's taking longer to charge. But yeah, this should give me a good amount of charge on these guys. Because I was very, very close to not having any power left. Ouch. Let's turn these guys off. I don't think they need to be on. Wow, wow, wow. I need to stop jumping. It's also really annoying that they don't let you use voxels as part of your room at the moment. I don't know whether that's intentional or not. But having installed my lovely door at the front doesn't actually stop the wind getting in because of the elevator shaft. Really annoying. Oh. Might be up at the 96 now. There you go, 97.35 kilowatts. So I've lost a little bit on the transmission system, because the further it is, the more power you lose. But yeah, that is a hefty amount of power. Where's that one up at 100? Whatever. Anyways, I'm going to bed. Nice hanging out with you, Dirk and Bear. I hope to see you again soon. I should be back on Thursday evening. This time. Hopefully, maybe. As for what the hell I'm going to do over Christmas, I haven't got a clue yet. There will probably be quite a few streams during the lull bit between that and New Year's, though. Where am I going? Yeah. Have a good one, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.